what is within your or within your mouth, in layman's language, if you can call it that. So how would you know that before visiting the dentist? For you to know that you need a dentist, actually, it's when you feel pain. For you to say that I need to see a musawe, hey, that's when you feel pain. But that's not the timing we wanted. We want to see the patient. Actually, the best timing for us to see the patient or the client, or you may actually, I don't know this word patient. I don't think we should be using it. Because you become a patient when I've diagnosed it and I say, actually, you have a problem with your mouth, with your teeth. So the best timing to visit the dentist is just get yourself 2 times in a year.
Like now I wake up, I come.
You just wake up, you say, Edwin, can we make an appointment?
And then I pay my money for free.
You pay your money.
Just to see my mouth.
Because, you know, like when you find that maybe when you come with a painful tooth, for you are fearing to pay the money to check up. Maybe it's a 20K or 10K or 50, depending on where you've gone. But now, you have come with a painful tooth. I will tell you, maybe, let's remove it. That's if at all it can't be conserved. Or if you had to conserve it, maybe for procedures like root canal, people tend to say that is expensive. I always think about that, but it's never the case. It's you who is making yourself live an expensive life in dentistry. But now, how best can we prevent that? Talk about oral health awareness. Visit your dentist. It's one of the packages.
So visiting 2 times.
2 times. At least if you have, this is January. It's the best timing. Visit your dentist. You see, we are anyway. Welcome back from the Christmas celebration, New Year celebration. But then we find we have a lot of things stuck in our mouth. We have meat particles. You're just being open.
I think even when I'm laughing, you're going to see these particles.
No, not really. But then you find it like visiting a dentist. Actually, January would be the best timing for someone. This is the period when maybe the students are in for holidays. They are in Christmas. They are in New Year's celebrations. Visit the dentist. You come. Some people, I don't know why it is why it is still an issue, because it's a challenge in a way that what we are bringing that the people are dentists are expensive, it's actually no longer the case. Because we have found different free camps, free medical or dental camps, whereby you announce and call people to come, but still they don't turn up. For instance, we have had several camps, and maybe allow me also maybe let you know about this. It will be it's 6th and 7th, this coming February. We have organized a free checkup and free treatment.
For the mouth? For
the mouth. Just treat your oral cavity at Royal Surgery Nursing Home in Chitoro, Entebbe. But still, you are likely to find that I call it oral health seeking behavior.
It is still raw.
It is still very raw, which I think you have to do something about it.
That's what we are doing here to Good Data Vision. We are writing people to learn about the mouth.
Exactly, that oral health seeking behavior. Because we realize people, if you are to go into other body parts, someone maybe tries to pass out urine and maybe it feels pain. Now you run to the what? The doctor.
In the morning.
But then it's so funny that someone feels, because the tooth has how the teeth get sick. You first find that maybe it's developing a hole which is painless. You get. By that time, for you as a person, you feel like no reason you should see what? A dentist. Then eventually, maybe like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 1 month, you feel the tooth is becoming sensitive. Surprisingly, you stay quiet. You say, maybe I will take something. I will take okra. There are things they normally take. And maybe if it was cold thing that maybe caused me to feel sensitive, let me try a hot one or a warm one. Find they are just trying to escape. Not until when maybe the pain now has set in. You get? That's when they're like, as if their side there is a dentist, which is a very bad timing, because you realize maybe just like 2 minutes. Our dear viewers, your tooth is not yet painful. You are just seeing a hole. Visit a dentist. It's a best time to do what? Cement. You've heard about cementing. It's a restorative procedure to maintain your normal structure of a tooth before going deep. Because that is what is causing tooth to what? To get a hole. It's tooth decay. We have always heard about that. If we shall get another time, maybe we can come and we break down how tooth decay happens. Which is not for today. But then you find when it has reached a sensitive part, the tooth, just for maybe for our dear viewers, you can consider basically 3 parts. That's the enamel, this outer one, when you can see outer white substance.
This one.
Hey, if you smile like this, that's the enamel, enamel structure. Then you find there is that dentin or dentine, which is the middle, and it is considered the most sensitive part of a tooth. Then you find the pulp chamber or pulp cavity, that hollow part inside where the blood vessels and nerves do come from, or where they are located. So the same way, when our teeth are getting sick, that's how the process goes. I told you have got a hole, it's painless. It's on the enamel. Enamel is painless. Then you start feeling sensitivity. People say, when I take nyamaza gocha, when I take cold water, warm water, or hot water, or sweet things, I feel sensitive. That's how people normally term it.
Oh, gauri.
So it means the decay has reached in the what? In the dentin, which is the middle part. You understand? So that's why we have got some people who come to visit the dentist at that point. However, there are still very few. The healthy thinking people I was talking about. But then the biggest number of the biggest population that is coming in, it's on that painful part.
The dentin.
The painful part, the pulp. Because we have said the blood vessels and nerves are found in that part. It means the decay has dug down deep into the tooth inner part. So that's why you feel sensitive. The solution for you is maybe to do root canal. They kill those blood vessels and then we replace them with artificial ones. We cement the tooth, which they consider expensive. Of course it should be, because it's you who caused it. Had you come when it was on top, it was going to be very cheaper than coming.
So we are still talking about on oral seeking behavior and focusing on going for screening. We have said that you should see a dentist twice a year. But of course, you've also told us about the parts of a tooth and what happens if the tooth is not taken care of. Let's focus on the oral hygiene, on the simple ways of keeping the mouth clear.
All right.
Out of the food debris, whatsoever. When should people brush? You know, since we are running them for having oral health. and you know, as Ugandans, we come when there's a problem. Unless my teeth feels pain, you will not see me, Edwin, even if you give me a call.
I understand. But now, to make that simple, you find all, I think I can call it around 97% of oral conditions originating from poor oral hygiene. That's why we feel it's a big part if we take it on and we say, maybe what do we need to do to maintain that oral hygiene. So maintaining oral hygiene means you are trying to clean the mouth, as I told you at first. But then how do you do it? When do you do it? What do you use to do it? At least if those 3 objectives we are able to tackle them in this particular show, I do think Mr. Daniel, Dr. Daniel, we shall have put a big block on our dear viewers of Good Day TV. We are trying to see what do we use to maintain our oral hygiene. How do we do it to maintain our oral hygiene, and when do we do it? Get those 3 objectives. So we are going to talk about what do we need to use. This is the cheapest thing you can do to maintain your oral hygiene, or you maintaining your oral health status. Here we are. We're talking about, when I talk about that objective of what we need to use, just a toothbrush and toothpaste. We normally call it fluoridated toothpaste. When I talk about fluoridated toothpaste, people may get confused. They're like, because questions have always come that what is the best toothpaste doctor can use? I think one maybe at your RLG you used to ask about that question. Is it ABC dent? Is it Colgate? Is it what? They are trying to get it from a dentist to find out which one is the best. But you find that we are dentists, we are not aiming at marketing someone's brand, someone's product. But the only message is, which I want us to get today, it is get any toothpaste provided it has that fluoride content.
Mm.
At least if you don't know how to read, get someone and show it to someone. This toothpaste, does it have any fluoride content? And in that line, I would like to call upon our dear viewers, let's not buy toothpaste whatever we find. Someone comes in a bus selling, you don't know whether he maybe is qualified to sell that toothpaste, but maybe because people are getting into funny businesses, that's why you find that people are buying toothpaste which is not maybe considered to be the best toothpaste, because we are considering the best toothpaste to be that toothpaste with fluoride content. You get? Then we are using a toothbrush. All these things I'm talking about, actually, why I said they are the cheapest. I think the cheapest we can get a toothbrush is 1,000. And the cheapest we can get a toothpaste is 2K. You see how 3,000 is able to maintain your oral hygiene.
To
proper.
Save you from
that 100,000 they are telling you about, the 200, they normally talk about much. You get? But now we are on prevention. Before all those things come in, I think I'd take time to take you through how the disease progresses.
How expensive it
and
is
the more
to
it
maintain
progresses, the more it becomes the more it becomes expensive to treat. Do you understand?
Yes.
So now we have talked about what do we need to use. When I talk about a toothbrush, it means I'm removing all other questions. People, if we had opened maybe area for people to call, they will be asking about how about these sticks, how about chocolate. I'm removing all those questions now. The air is clear that we use a toothbrush. And then people, another myth I wanted to clear today is people believing that hard brushes brush nice. It's never the case. You find that actually, for us, what we recommend are these soft bristled toothbrushes. You know those bristles, the ones that we use to attach on the tooth surfaces. The soft bristled are the best brushes. Because in actual sense, you find people when they are trying to brush teeth, some got those stuck things, those hard substances on teeth surfaces. We normally call them calicious or prick. So when they find those things on the teeth surfaces, instead of visiting the dentist, they go and buy the best, hardest brush. You're not scratching the floor. It's the tooth surface, which I told you about, the tooth parts. That's the enamel, the outer one. So you find that when you use those things like charcoal, those hard stuffs, the sticks, you are likely to find that you are trying to, you use that about erosion. You are trying to erode it off. So we have seen the best toothbrush to use. And then the toothbrush we are considering maximum of 3 months. That it means you have to spend 1,000 shillings, Ugandan shillings, every 3 months. You see how cheap it is? Because we believe like by 3 months, those bristles have already turned, they are already wearing off. So that's why I was telling you, this January, at least people are trying to change other things, change a toothbrush. It's even if you bought it maybe like in shape or what, at least just say in this new year I'm not entering it with what? With the other old toothbrush. Because if you would just call upon like maybe you make a random call of like 10 people and you say present your toothbrushes, you'll be surprised. Find that I'm there, maybe here in my suit, what? But then my toothbrush, the bristles are facing this way. You get? So the key points we are getting in this on what to use a toothbrush which is not more than 3 months old. Toothpaste with fluoride. I think that one we can cover it at that. We have understood what to use. Now is on the next objective is on when to brush or when to clean our oral cavity. And then this one brings us to that frequency of when should you do. Because people normally say, may I brush twice a day, thrice a day? If you ask that question to the public, we really reply to using different answers because we have different timings when we can do what? Brush our teeth. So cleaning, I call it cleaning the oral cavity because we are cleaning different structures. When you say teeth cleaning, it means we are focusing on our teeth. But now, you're going to find that we need two times are enough if you do them maybe as we normally recommend. The best timing is in the morning after your breakfast. The mistake we normally do is you wake up like this, what you're thinking about is where the toothbrush is. You're looking for the sink. That's never the case. The case is, you have woken up, you have taken something. That's your first meal is considered the breakfast. You know it better. So after taking that breakfast, brush your teeth. What are we avoiding? We are trying to avoid someone who brushed earlier after waking up, then takes breakfast, goes for work. At the end of it, some people don't even brush when they are going to sleep. You get? So it means the food will get stuck in the oral cavity. That's from morning when you took breakfast till the other morning when you are again brushing. You get? So I will recommend someone to brush after breakfast. At lunchtime when maybe you're at work, you're where, or you're in other activities, just to rinse with your mouth with water. It's enough. Then when you're going to sleep, this one, when you brush when you're going to sleep, that one clears the air that people have always asked the questions. What if I get a visit early in the morning when I'm supposed to brush after breakfast? So when you brush early in the morning, I mean when you brush when you're going to sleep, you'll find that you have eaten everything you wanted to eat, you have taken the porridge, you have taken the milk, everything. Then you brush, you find that you're likely to wake up with a fresh mouth. You get? Now that one removes the question that people have been asking, what if I get a visitor in the morning? You get? So that one, I think it's clear enough. That's answered the question of when. The last thing is just how to.
Now, on how to, before we begin, how to brush, and of course, now this would even require demonstration. Don't know how you demonstrate to us and where and how. But of course, we'll go for a short, quick break. When we return, we'll do a demonstration of how you should brush, but taking into consent that your mouth has power to control disease once again. Make sure that you listen to this advice and put them into practice. Not the parable of the seed. Be the one that fell on a fertile ground. Let it not be the one that fell on the way, on the rocks, on the what. Don't view and listen and learn, and then you pass by this information. See you shortly after the break.
Good Day TV, transforming your life.
Are you a resident of Wakiso, Nansana, Senge, Namusera, Kampala, and other neighboring areas looking for a school with a modern, comprehensive learning environment, qualified and caring teaching staff with a trustworthy support team? Look no further. Take Time Kindergarten and Take Time Junior Schools develop your child's learning capabilities to greater heights in a God-fearing setting. We nurture leadership, responsible citizenry, academic and co-curricular excellence like sport, swimming, and other activities. We offer pick and drop services for our learners in our clean fleet of shuttles. We also have both day and boarding options. Registration is in progress from kindergarten to P7. Contact us via phone or WhatsApp on 0784 448833 or 0743 448833. Find us at Naluvule Senge along Kayunga Kawanda Road. Take time, lead to excel, and excel to leads.
Good Day TV, transforming your life.
Thank you so much for watching Good Day Television Health and Beauty program every Wednesday at 9 p.m. with me, Kamara Daniel. And of course, I want to thank you for loving Good Day Television, our Christian programs. And of course, we want to pray that God will revive you and will make you more pleased this year, 2026. May you find your husband, your car, your plot, everything that you are praying for. But of course, I'm here also to sound a trumpet that mind about your health, your lifestyle. Not everything should enter your mouth. Your mouth is not a compost pit. Everything you see, oh, give me everything you want to buy. The advertisements are also appealing and also persuasive in nature. Please take control of yourself. And of course, I have Dr. Edwin And of course, he's an expert who has specialized in the mouth, has been teaching over the past 2 years, teaching people how to take care of the mouth, when to seek medical attention, and so much more. And tonight, he's discussing very important issues, on simple issues, how just 3,000 Ugandan shillings can save you 200,000, 500 to do a root canal, yet you have the potential to buy a toothpaste and toothbrush for 3,000 and you control this disease. And now in this episode, we want to first know how best to brush. And he has alluded about the hard brushes. You knowing that the hardest toothbrush with hardest bristles is the best, so that you can fully scratch the teeth. That's not the best. The best should have the soft bristles. Now my question is, once you remove the stacked food, the yellowish in the teeth, those one, I don't know. How best can I remove them with the soft bristles? But first teach us how to brush.
Exactly. By the way, you'll find that what you have just asked, how to remove those things.
The yellow things, yeah. I see, yes.
When by the time we have gone through how to brush those, like brush our teeth, because it's the last objective we have, you realize actually those yellow stuff will be able to even start reducing. However, those which are already stuck, which are hard, they are likely not to come out. Because you find people are trying to use that brush in a hard way, so that they can come out, then they end up breeding the gum. That breeding gum is a common condition in us. But then you find people are calling it allergies. That maybe me. Our family is like that. Even my grandmother used to have this breeding gum, which is never the case. But then at the end of it, we are going to find that with the dentist, we do scaling. That is professional dental cleaning, and we polish our teeth, and then they get okay. You know, one time I got a patient. Patient was like, how much will you charge me for this? The procedure was supposed to take 80,000. Then the patient asks, I told the patient, do you know that 3K was enough for you to avoid this? The 3K you were talking about. Then he was like, how? Of course, I had to take through about how cheapest the toothpaste is and the toothbrush. Here we are. Let's talk about how do we clean our mouth, or how do we clean our teeth. So, our dear viewers, that's a very important thing, because having known what to use, you know when to use, but then you don't know how to use, then it's also useless. So, we are trying to see, I think next time doctor will have to arrange, and then we come with the illustration models, but then we are going to find our teeth. The best thing I would advise, starting to brush your teeth, just put your toothpaste. You know, I consider P-shaped toothpaste, size of toothpaste. Like when you're, that part you are dropping on the toothbrush. You know, P. People call them cow. Is it the so-called cow? That size of cow, P size. It's the one you put on the toothbrush. Some people tend to put toothpaste from reaching like depending on how long the toothbrush, the blisters are. They put the whole of it, they feel it. But
also you feel that if you put too much, when the more you will brush.
I know that the methods I was telling you about, people believe that putting too much actually you do better. But there has been this saying ever since we grew up, that too much of anything is always what? It's always bad. So the same applies to this. Because I told you that toothpaste, we are considering the fluoridated toothpaste. Fluoride is it's a medicine. So that fluoride, if it becomes too much, it will cause dental fluorosis. We have seen people who have teeth which are colored. Those teeth are they can easily break.
Which colors?
You know, like you find the tooth like it's having like different colors.
Like deep white.
Deep white, deep yellowish. Outside it's a bit yellow. Inside it's a bit white. So if you see, it's a glass, transparent. So those things are most things that bring about that, using too much toothpaste, because the fluoride content is too much and the tooth becomes brittle. Say that maybe if it's the brittle material I can consider is a glass. If you throw it down, it can easily break.
It breaks.
It breaks. The same applies to the teeth. So such a tooth can easily break. The reason being you are using too much toothpaste. So we are there. Here we are on what
putting a peanut.
P-shaped size toothpaste. So the one you have put on the toothbrush. just to do locally, put on, get your water. Like kaise mumazi, you just put it on running water. Running water is considered the best. Not this stagnant water which I've just found there. Taps, or maybe you go to your sink. Or if you have water in the cup,
you
just
use
power.
your cup. It's what we use in the village
Yeah.
now. Why don't you use that?
Yeah, you can just use your cup. And then boiled water is the best. Reason being, mostly for kids.
Even with sparrow.
Yeah, because adults it's rare, yes. But then for kids, it's proved that for them, after brushing, actually they feel the toothpaste is sweet, so they tend to swallow. So to avoid that, because swallowing toothpaste is not maybe like calling it maybe something very dangerous.
Not a threat.
It's not a threat, but now swallowing toothpaste which contains water which was unboiled becomes an issue. So boiled water is considered the best.
Okay.
If at all you can get that, then we are trying to on the techniques how we are going to brush. There is this thing of whereby people used to put the brush, then they in front, back front, up down. That's the common practice we normally do. But then we realized, having made some research about the health of the gum, how it can be disorganized. You know, God organized the gum in a certain way. But in between every tooth, there is a way the gum is aligned there. It's in a triangular shape. So that in fact it's called knife edge. You know the edge of the knife, how it is. That's how it is fixed within your tooth. But now if you use any opposing motion to clean your teeth, you're going to find you're disorganizing or displacing the gum, causing gingival recession. Does find that the gum is getting detached. All those are dental conditions which are trying to avoid. I told you, oral hygiene is the key to go to avoid all these. So you put your toothbrush. I'm going to recommend a circular motion. You have put it like this. Maybe you are still closed. These are still closed like this. You put the toothbrush this side, circular, gentle. Remember, we are not trying to fight anything. You are moving the food that you have just eaten.
There's no war.
There's no war, seriously. You're trying to make those circular motions. Every particular part of the tooth or the teeth the toothbrush runs on, at least those circular motions should not be less than 10. Someone tells you that I've gone to brush, but within 2 minutes someone is done.
They are seated with you.
They are seated with, and you see their teeth. You get? That's not the case. Why we're here is just to bring out all those aspects. We start doing the right way. So you are put, and maybe it's more likely that when you put a toothbrush, for us adults, it's likely to capture like 3 to 4 teeth. You are put it there like this. It's likely to capture like 3 to 4 teeth, depending on how maybe the size of your teeth are. But it's mostly 3 to 4. Yeah, so you have put 10 times. 1, 2, 3, gentle. Then you come to the next teeth. Also continue.
On the next
circular. Until you reach this side. You are trying to do gentle. Then you open your mouth. When you open your mouth, you find that the so-called molars, you call them molars and premolars, where you put the teeth. I mean, when you put the food, where you grind the food from. You find the surfaces of those teeth, you find they are having those grooves. They are not all that flat. So those grooves, there is no way you can clean them when you're using that circular motion. Now you change. The other one which we have been originally using, that of front, back, forth, in front, inwards, outwards. That one will work. What you do on that side, you do it on because the molars and upper molars are found on the lower and upper. So what you do downward, you do it upwards. Then now you come to
inside now.
No, before you go inside, because you are seeing these anterior teeth, the front teeth, not call it anterior, but the front teeth, these incisors, canines, these front teeth. You find when you are cleaning inside them, you will not use any other motion other than pulling from inwards outside, like this. Then also down from inward outwards. Then inside, you again apply the other circular motion. You know, we have been outside doing the circular motion. Then when you put inside, also try to do circular motion. Remember, there is that principle of finding that you have to do 10 times. Every tooth you have landed on, don't leave it without reaching 10 times. That will prolong the process of cleaning, but you're trying to prevent the other 200,000 they ask you for root canal. or you are trying to prevent losing a tooth.
I'm just imagining those to brush very fast and
You understand? So you find that when you're doing that, then at the end of it all, people tend to forget the tongue. You see, you are talking about the oral cavity or the mouth. It consists of different parts. So you clean the tongue. People normally find it hard. They tell the doctor, whenever I try to clean the tongue, I vomit. It's a normal thing. It's a normal thing because you are trying to bring out that
irritation effect.
That reflex, vomiting reflex. It comes when maybe you have reached the soft palate or the other last part of the tongue.
Very far.
Yeah, but then you find that you're trying to clear whatever that has been on the surfaces that is accumulated now on the tongue. You get? Try to get a toothbrush, gentle, from inwards outwards. When you feel like vomiting, first pause. Touch feel like, and then again.
How far is the tongue?
The tongue, like for you see, for you to clean it better, try to bring it out. You get? Because when the moment you leave it in, that's when you start touching on that soft palate. By the time you try to bring it out, you find it easier to move your toothbrush. Then as you look into the mirror, you feel the tongue is very clean. And then another thing to protect the tongue, there's something that is quite weird, but then people are still doing it. Let's use the tongue for the right purposes. I leave it at that.
Wow. I don't know other purposes that you want to talk about, but of course, we've been learning together from when we began this program at 8 p.m. And of course, we are soon closing this very important show about oral health as a key priority in 2026. Personally, I've been learning a lot. And of course, just every time I come here, I bring specialists and I pay attention. You find me, I'm also a student in class. But of course, now we want to come to a conclusion. And of course, we want to rally populations about oral hygiene as part of your body that you need attention to. As you buy perfumes to put on your body, oils and whatsoever, remember to buy a toothbrush, remember to buy a toothpaste, remember to brush 2 times a day, remember to do procedurally, slowly but sure, because you are not in a rush. If you wake up late, you are going to be on a rush. But if you wake up early, you do these things very well, slow but very sure. Now, rally the population about oral health awareness, just like you are saying, and then we intend to come to a conclusion.
Come again?
You rally the population, like you tell us more about health awareness campaign that you're intending to do, and then we come to conclusion.
Yeah, I was telling about that in trying to promote our oral hygiene and promote oral health, we have organized a health campaign. That is oral health campaign. We can call it a camp or an outreach. We found out, as I told you, the oral health thinking behavior is still low, but now this one is different in a kind. It's free of charge. Free of charge. Those are free dental examination or checkup. The ones that they have been asking you maybe 10,000, or you have been fearing, or what? Let's come. Free dental checkups, free extractions, free cements. We have just done it. The year is starting as Royal Surgery Nursing Command.
A Gabud Day.
Yeah, we have tried. We can call it Okugabula. To Gabud Day. Yeah, we are maybe for the location. You are just locate us at Chitoro Entebbe. It is opposite Sam's Hotel or some opposite the market. These ones are just talking about free dental services. At least you can find it. Find the reason of at least enjoying that free service. Put in transport. From down to there, it's just 3,000. Yeah. So, members, dear viewers, it's been nice interacting with you, and we are running this oral health campaign together, me and you. Because if it's me alone, then we shall not fight it. Thank you.
Wow, thank you so much, Edwin. And you may go ahead and read them your phone number so that they can access the camp, but also consult at any time about the oral hygiene.
Yeah, maybe for phone number, I normally prefer giving out the one on WhatsApp, which is, people now easily access WhatsApp. It is 0703 761 766. To come again, 0703 761 766. That's just for appointments, maybe. Thank you.
Now, of course, we want to thank you for watching Guguda Television from when you began till this very important time. We've been talking about a vast number of things. Very important to notice that oral health is a key starter for your health lifestyle, because remember, if a person doesn't have a good oral hygiene, you can literally interact properly with people. But also a quick important note to take is that brushing should be twice a day. And of course, you should brush immediately after breakfast or break tea. If you do not intend to have one, but you brushed that last night, I believe you can rinse your mouth, or you can pass a toothbrush, I think so. Yeah. And also before bedtime, it's very critical for you to brush your teeth. Make sure you do not sleep with food debris in your mouth. And I've also learned that using a circular motion from this side to this side, and also using in and out on the top of these big teeth that have ridges that harbor food, it is very critical. But also the tongue is a part that should not be neglected out, and using it purposefully only for food. I am Kamara Daniel, your presenter for this health and beauty program at Good Television. I hope to see you next week Wednesday. Take care of yourselves, and I wish you all the best. Bye-bye. Hi, this is Health and Beauty Program every Wednesday 8 to 9 p.m. at Good Television. And of course, with me, Kamara Daniel. This program informs you so that you can prevent yourself from getting the health conditions, diseases that are prevalent here in Uganda. Remember that 75% of the health conditions here in Uganda, they are preventable. On this very important program, we bring to you gynecologists, the doctors that have specialized in women health, the doctors for children, our babies, the pediatricians, the advocates like the sickle cell champion, among others. Every Wednesday, 8 to 9 p.m. with me, Kamara Daniel. Be there on Google Day Television.
Good Day TV, transforming your life.
This morning, I want to encourage someone that if you are a born-again believer, don't underestimate yourself. Because as far as God is concerned, everything and anything is still possible in your life. God can still do the miraculous. God can still bring about something in your life that people don't expect. In fact, when you look at the life of Sarah, even when she was in trouble, when they went to Egypt, and Abraham and Sarah agreed to speak a lie, and they told Pharaoh that, oh, we are only siblings, she's my sister, my brother. And Pharaoh took Sarah into his house to become his wife. And Sarah's life was in danger. When all hope was gone, God stepped in. The Bible says it struck Pharaoh with a plague. People who are in covenant with God win battles that man can't win on their behalf. God steps in. You'll win battles without lifting a finger. God will fight on your side because you're in covenant with Him. God stepped in, and Pharaoh, instead of taking Sarah, he gave her back with a huge dowry and said, Abraham, please leave. And even when she fell with her husband, there was grace. God was able to forgive them. People who are encumbered with God have a special grace in their lives. Even when they fall, they can get up. Never, never despise anybody who is in covenant with God, because the God of heaven is on their side.
Katonda gwe peleza manyi bizibu biriwo naye nkumi muyaga guyuya naye nsabe atera nzikiriza gyakola
Katonda gwe peleza mulamu ebizibu biriwo naye nkumi muyaga gukuba naye nsabye atera nzikiriza gyakola